Hello, my name is Kiriath and we're back again, and no, I still don't have a webcam, but that's largely because I've only just finished recording the Biel-Tan video, and this got put out literally as I finished it. So I thought, I know I said that there wasn't going to be a video on Friday, I know I said that, but why not? Why not dive in? Why not have a look at the jet bike riding madmen that are Saim-Hann? And I'm pretty sure I'm saying Sam right, but I could be completely wrong, and there's a good chance it will just change pronunciation every time I say it, much like Eldari, or Aldari, or Eldari, as it happens to be, depending on what happens with my useless mouth as I say it. So, warriors from Craftworld Saim-Hann are noted for their ferocity, striking enemies with the Eldari. See, in vast Wind Rider hosts on the tabletop, Saim-Hann is the ultimate Craftworld for fans of jet bikes and Eldari assault units, god damn it, making for a fast-moving and highly aggressive army. Sounds good to me. The attribute. It's not the Craftworld attribute this time, it's just the attribute. Wild Host. I'm just not even going to say it anymore. Each member of a wild host longs to be the first into the fight, the one to win all the glory. Nothing stands between them and their quarry. You can re-roll failed charge rolls for units with this attribute. In addition, biker units with this attribute do not suffer the penalty to their hit rolls for moving and firing heavy weapons. I mean, okay, second part, that makes absolute sense to me. You'd think that if they spend all their time flying around on jet bikes, they would be able to aim and steer at the same time, so yep, that's good. Rerolling failed charge... Oh, mind you, no, what am I talking about? Yeah, no, that's fine, I get it. For a second, I totally forgot that what is it, Shining Spears? I totally forgot that they exist, just as a thing. Is it Shining Spears or Singing Spears? One of the two. But I totally forgot the actual, you know, dudes on bikes who do full-on close combat. I forgot that that was actually a thing that was in existence. So now, yeah, that makes perfect sense. Also, I would not be surprised, and I haven't actually looked through this yet, but I would not be surprised if there was something that allowed the other, like, jet bike units to charge in, smash, and then leave. Although they've all got fly, haven't they? Yes. Right there. I could have just not speculated there. I could have just read down a bit. So Wild Host provides rerolls to charges for all of your units, as well as allowing your bikers to avoid the penalty for moving and firing and having weapons. Excellent. So obviously that makes it exceptionally mobile and aggressive, from mounted Skyrunner conclaves to the humble Wind Rider. And remember, thanks to Fly, all jet bike units can fire the turn they fall back. One particularly deadly trick you can pull off with the Saim-Hann is shooting, then charging a unit to bury yourself in a relatively safe combat before falling back and firing again. So yeah, my speculation was totally unnecessary because it was right there on the screen. Always read down. Always read down before you start talking. That's my advice. So, best units. Wind Riders. Funnily enough. Who'd have thought? As I say, they are fantastic. Wind Riders in the new Craftworld Codex are fantastic. And scatter laser armed Saim-Hann Wind Riders are a fast moving if fragile fire support unit. Naturally being able to move and shoot these weapons without penalty is great. But there's more. Both Wind Riders and the Scatter Lasers have seen considerable points reductions, making them highly efficient choices in a Craftworld's army list. That, I believe, is good news, because I have seen several people talk about just dissatisfaction with the index especially, and things not being as cost efficient as they were. Whether Eldar should go back to quite how cost efficient they were in 7th is probably something that's up for debate, although even people I know who play Eldar have even said that they shouldn't go back to being that cost efficient, but it's nice to see that there's some acknowledgement that maybe some things were priced a little bit incorrectly in the move to 8th. So that's good. Good news for Wind Riders and people who have lots of Wind Riders by extension. Vipers. Thanks to the bike keyword, Vipers benefit from the Saim-Hann Craftworld attribute and as such make superb heavy weapons platforms. Oh yeah, that makes sense actually. You know, I don't know why, but I never really considered Vipers would be classed as a bike, a jet bike, even though it's just a sodding great jet bike, ain't it? When you think about it, it actually makes sense. But yeah. So again, this unit has seen a small but welcome reduction in points, while several stratagems only serve to make it more effective on the tabletop. Our favourite is Fire and Fade. Okay, let's have a look at this. Fire and Fade, Craftworld stratagem, 1 command point. It's Craftworld's, not Saim-Hann specifically, so that's good, you can use it for other stuff too. The Eldari are masters at using hit-and-run tactics, engaging a target with a flurry of shots before quickly manoeuvring into cover or out of sight. You can use this stratagem after a friendly Asuryani unit shoots in your shooting phase. If you do so, the unit can immediately move 7 inches as if it were the movement phase. It cannot advance as part of this move, however it cannot charge in the same turn that it does so. That's not bad. That is not bad. Yeah, you could do some right cheeky stuff with that. As they point out just above there, you know, dump a bunch of Vipers out, fire away, and then stick yourself behind cover. I like that. I have to admit, I really like that. This feels like a much short. Yeah, it is. It feels like a much shorter Craftworld focus. But I have to admit, so far for me, the rankings are as follows. Iyanden, I really liked. Despite the fact that this doesn't have much in the way of, you know, information on stratagems, the Saim-Hann one, it does contain decent information about points reductions for Wind Riders and Vipers. I have to admit, Iyanden and Saim-Hann are both up there as kind of favourites so far for me. Saim-Hann might be fairly short and sweet, but it's selling me. It's selling me on the idea of a jet bike army, which, given it's such a short article, and given how much I like the Iyanden focus as well, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. I like it. Yeah, I like it. The attribute seems to fit really well to me. It seems pretty damn good. I mean, the thing for me is always, does it feel like properly fluffy, like it belongs to that faction, like it belongs to that army, and it really does feel like that to me. So, yeah, I like that. So I'd say Iyanden and Saim-Hann are up there at the top. Biel-Tan, second place. Ulthwé still third. Because it just, I don't know, Ulthwé just didn't do anything for me, that Craftworld focus. I didn't get excited about the prospect of anything. And the Black Guardian thing was just a bit, you know, I don't even have an Ulthwé army, so it doesn't affect me in the slightest, but even I felt a bit cheated when it came to the Black Guardian thing. It's like, just, yeah. We don't need to talk about that again. We've already talked about it in that video. But yeah, Saim-Hann, liking it a lot. Selling me on the idea of a crazy Wind Rider army, or a crazy jet bike army. I can see myself going for a bit of that. And as they point out at the bottom, there is a vastly improved fire prism that we want to look at for Is it Alatok? I thought it was Altaok. It is Altaok, isn't it? Hang on a second, I've got Eldar. No, it is. It's Alatok. Okay, fair. Alright, I take it back. I don't know where I've got Altaok from. I think I've just always read it as Altaok. Okay, that's alright. I'll let it go. Because I was wrong. It's not really letting it go. It's just acknowledging that I was getting it wrong. Anyway. So yeah, it will be Alatok. Now, we won't be able to deal with that tomorrow. Because if you watched my little vlog update thing, which you should have done, because I asked you to nicely, then you'll know that it's my grandmother's funeral tomorrow. Today, because today is Friday, because I recorded this Thursday, so it's out tomorrow. So yeah, so I'll be at that today, and then I'm away from Saturday to Tuesday. I think not just a deserved break, but a necessary break, because it's been a crappy couple of weeks. But yeah, we'll talk about that when I get back. I know it'll be a bit behind, but it'll be nice to finish it off and have it rounded and have all of the Eldar stuff done, and we'll get back into making stuff at that point. So thank you very much for watching. As always, let me know what you think. Do you like what they've done for Saim-Hann so far? Do you like this Craftworld focus? Does it fill you with excitement, or are you just like, yeah, it looks okay? Personally, I really like it, but I want to know what you think. So let me know in the comments below. I always read them, as you know, because I tell you every single time. And as usual, there is an array, a veritable cornucopia of crap to click all over the screen. Click it if you want to. It's entirely up to you. I will not force you, or be upset if you don't. Although it would be nice if you did. It would be nice. I'll see you for the next one. Thank you very much for watching. Toodaloo.